yeah, 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 yeah. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike 280. Mike 45. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They run again with Peyton. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Push the feet. Come on out here. Come get some.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They will run for the first time here with White. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got him. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
First carry for Peyton Barber. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
49. All day, baby. All day. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up a stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston gives to Barber. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready. Check, 54. Line 54. Come on, boy.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got White here.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
opposite 45. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 48 yards on the ground.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And now a carry here for their fullback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
From the 36, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 36 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. First down, here's White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, Dillon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down now, it's Barber. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing. Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill.
Jameis to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run with their fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Shift. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down. Barber. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Jack! Flip it, flip it, flip it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They can't hang with us. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
On 2nd down, Barber. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check your hot read.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Easy, 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 easy.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gay's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Easy, easy, easy.
Banjo. Banjo, banjo.
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Back to the bus, ball.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Winston now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
You ready?
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. First down, they go with Barber again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A A 13-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going for Metcalf on the... This is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will get him one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Got to do better.
Here's Barber.
I got you, boy.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Wait. Pick the edge.
Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Running is Barber. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Ready. Blue lady.
Coming to you. Watch out.
Come on. Sunday.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready. Black. What is that?
I'm going to come back to you.
Let him go.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
He's coming. We got double up.
Watch safety creep. Watch
Now it's Barber. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch that. Check. Screen, triple team.
Watch twins.
Screen, triple team.
55.
Easy.
Eat. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And that'll set him back 5.
Ready. White 25.
Check 55.
Hey, stop.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 15.
Switch it.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Wait.
Kill.
Under 10. Under 6. Roll it.
Check.
Easy. Let him go.
A carry for Barber. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Now Wilson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, you ready? Come on, Sunday. Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. That's right. That's him. Mike, 55. Check. 50. Hey, Mike. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. You gotta step it up. Check 52. Easy.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Barber. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw is Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll run with Barber. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson now going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
At the 19-yard line.
30, black 25.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Check pass, check pass.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the...
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs.